Hey. How are you doing today? How are you doing tonight? Whenever you are watching, thank you so much for watching the KBCR TV show with me, Michelle Green. That's right, I am the founder of Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, and I am so elated that you are here today. Thank you for watching. And before we get started, let's make sure that you are subscribed to the Kingdom Builders Credit Repair channel. Make sure that you are locked in. Make sure that you click that notification button at the top of the screen. Make sure that you are clicking that button so that you will be notified every time that we go live on the Kingdom Builders Credit Repair TV show, as well as other platforms. That's right. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us pretty much everywhere. We are KB Michelle Green, as well as Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. So make sure that you are locked into all of our channels so that you will never ever miss what we are giving you, these amazing credit and financial tips regarding your finances and your credit. That's right. And other things that we talk about as well on the other channels. Well, listen, we are powered by CTR Media Network. That is the amazing network that is streamed over 140 countries worldwide, in addition to the billions of people who watch us every single time we are here. So make sure that you get locked in if you are a podcaster, influencer, content creator, and you are trying to get yourself out there. Listen, CTR Media Network is the place to be. Okay? So listen, we are going to go ahead and get started in today's message. We are going to be talking about first, what is credit? Because we always want to start with the foundation of why we are here. We have created this channel, this TV show, this podcast, so that we can share with the world about what credit is and the do's and don'ts. And today we're going to be talking about the legal side of just credit repair companies in general, the services that people are saying that they are providing, but actually not providing. So we're going to get into the details of that today. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about what is credit. Credit is the ability for you, if you don't have enough money right now, for you to be able to go to a lender or creditor and purchase a item on credit. So if you don't have enough money, then you borrow the money from a grantor, a lender, or creditor, from someone that has some type of financial stability as an institution where you can actually be lent the money that you need in order to make a purchase. So it is no more than a matter of trading off services. So you're trading off a little bit of money every month in exchange for a lot of money later on or right now. And that allows you to be able to build up your credibility. And your credibility is everything. When we talk about credit, when we talk about finances, even though we start out just learning about how to be able to buy the things that we want and need, we actually get into later on things that we need and want later on in life, but we get into larger amounts of credibility. So we get into larger amounts of credit. So we could go from a ten or $15,000 debt to $100,000 debt or $300,000 debt. And we just want to make sure that you understand what you're doing as you obtain those services. So don't wait around for trying to establish your credit. You have to establish credit now so that you can be in the right position for credibility, right? Woo! Yes. So we learned about what credit is and finances, and we always want to rotate that over and over again throughout our entire life, no matter how old or how young we are. We want to make sure that we are obtaining credit at all times. We're keeping it consistent. We're allowing that flow to be what it needs to be so that we can have those good credit scores, so that we can go and buy the things that we want and need. Am I right or am I right? Okay. So let's transition just a minute. We want to talk about today about the legal side of credit repair services. So when we talk about credit repair services, we as Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, we are a credit repair company, and we have been around for a very long time. And a lot of times people, when they come into a credit repair company, especially for those of you who have never had credit repair services before. I will honestly say I love you guys who have never had credit repair services before, but unfortunately, there are millions of people, even billions out there, that have actually gone through the credit repair programs of different companies all throughout the world. This is an industry. First, we want to establish the legal side of credit repair. Credit repair, the industry itself, is an industry that is considered to be a very high risk industry. The reason why it is considered to be a high risk industry in the realm of business is because there are so many people that have tried to go to credit repair companies and they haven't received any results from the companies and what they said that they were going to do for for the individual, for the consumer. So we first want to understand that a credit repair company is a high risk company, not because of a company itself per se being a bad company, but because the industry itself is an industry where people can be taken advantage of. And we want to make sure that you understand that at Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, our morals, our ethics, and the way that we do business is definitely that to benefit the client, to benefit the consumer, and we are not about that life. Even though we are in this high risk industry, we are not in the business of taking people's money and not doing the job. We are not in the business of telling you just any old thing or just taking your money and not even giving you an education. That is what makes us so different and the reason why Kingdom Builders Credit Repair has been around for such a long time. So we want to talk about, just some of the basic legal things. We are, as well as any other credit repair company, a high risk industry. And even though we aren't taking people's money and not doing anything for them, there are hundreds and even thousands of companies that are in the credit repair industry that really make false promises. And that's what we are discussing today. And you might be thinking like, well, how can she say that? She must be very confident. Oh, I am very confident because this is a business that is founded on God's rules, his regulations, the way that he wants things done. And the outcome of it all for Kingdom Builders Credit Repair is to make sure that you are receiving something that is real, something that is going to benefit you, not just the talk about it, but the walking hand in hand throughout the process of you getting what you are supposed to have. Now, we can't control your part of it. We can't force anyone to do the things that we are advising them to do, that we are giving them solutions to do. But what I want you to know is that regardless of it being a high risk industry, we are really here to help the individual with their credit and with their whole financial portfolio. We are here to help you with your entire arena of finances. So it doesn't matter if it's just credit or if it's your actual investment, if it is your taxes, if it is your insurances, if it is just you trying to decide how much money should you set aside for groceries or how much money should you set aside for holidays and birthdays. We deal with the whole picture of credit repair. So that is something that initially makes us different from every other credit repair company that exists. And I'm not saying that there aren't some other good companies out there. I'm just here to tell you what the legal ramifications are around credit repair companies and to let you know what we do that is very different from the rest of the world. Okay? So, number one, credit repair is a high risk industry because it's a business where people can be taken advantage of and have absolutely no results but have their money taken. So, I do want you to know that since time has passed and we are in a different time in life. We are in a different era of business, and there are a lot of things that have come down the pipeline regarding credit repair companies because we are a high risk industry. And I want you to know about what they are. Now, normally, I will say that most credit repair companies are not going to tell you these things, but we're going to talk about them today. So thank you for watching. Make sure that you're sharing this information because it's very crucial for people to understand how credit repair companies are supposed to be legalized. How are they supposed to work? What is it that you are supposed to gain from that? So when you think about credit repair initially, you want to think about it from the perspective of, even though it is a high risk industry, it is a service that many, many, many people need. And when I say many people need, most people try to go into repairing their own credit, and they are just completely dumbfounded in understanding how to play the credit game. So we want to start with the understanding that education is crucial. You cannot just go into a business saying that you know how to do something if you don't have the proper education around finances and around credit. So a lot of times the reason why some credit repair companies don't really make it in the industry is because they are not educated. There is not a requirement legally in every state for a credit repair company to be established and learn or be trained in the education of finances or the education of credit. So that is something that we want to understand. If you are in a credit repair program and you're not getting educated around finances and credit, then you need to come on over to KBCR. And if you're already at KBCR, you know that our foundation is education. We teach you about how credit works. We teach you about not only how credit works, but what's going on with your finances, what's going on with your money, how to get everything to come together so that you can fully succeed in every area dealing with your credit and finances. That's why this show is called The Credit and Financial Tips with Michelle Green. Hello, somebody. Okay. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So we got the legal ramifications of it being a high risk industry. The second thing that you need to look for when you're looking at a credit repair company is the education. We are not, as a business in the credit repair industry, required to educate ourselves in any form in most states. So when I say most states, where does the company originate? Where does the original credit repair business, where was it established at? And what are the requirements according to the laws of that state of education? Most of the time, there isn't very much education. We are required in the state of South Carolina to go through about six courses in the state of South Carolina to keep us up to date on our education. So I want you to understand, this is not like someone who goes to school for a 4-year period of time or a 8-year period of time and they know what they're talking about. That's why this is such a high risk industry, because people don't have to be educated, okay? They don't have to go to school and get any information around credit or finances or income or being a business owner or anything. It is just simply applying with the Secretary of State and getting everything established for your business and being able to be a business owner. So you need to know the truth about the legal side of credit repair services. And that's why we are here to teach you about all of these details. And listen, if you are already in Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, give us a shout out. Let us know how well we're doing. Let us know the things that you feel like we need to improve on when we have our appointments, when we talk, when we something that you don't understand. Listen, that is our whole purpose of helping you and being in this industry, because it's such a really high risk industry in the way of you really could just walk away with absolutely nothing if you are with somebody else. But what we try to do is always make sure that you are getting the most possible information around your credit and finances. So give us a shout out. Make sure that you are locked in and understanding the things that we are sharing with you. Don't take advantage of that and just look at it as something that everybody does, because it's not a requirement. Okay? It's not something that every credit repair company has to do. It is not legal by the state that we educate you. So please understand the difference between other companies that are in the credit repair industry and Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. All right, so we're talking about the legal side of credit repair services. Another thing that I want to get into is understanding that there are a lot of credit repair services that use technology in order to basically repair your credit. Okay, so there are a lot of companies that use AI, artificial intelligence, or some other type of robot, technically, to process your credit repair services. And when that happens, that can also cause fraudulent activity to come up for you. So you want to be with a company that understands the technology of artificial intelligence and knows how to use it and how to protect your information. You don't want to just be with a credit repair company that isn't really aware of what they're doing when they process everything, if they are processing your disputes and repairing your credit based on technology and technology alone, which means that there is no actual human involved other than to press a button to say that, okay, we ran your credit disputes and this is the result. We want to make sure that we understand how the actual systems work. We want to understand, as a credit repair company, what is happening to each individual's information and how we can protect their information from being exposed in a breach. We want to make sure that the scam artists are not out there taking on the information from the people that are in the credit repair service. So at Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, what we do is we make sure that your information is protected. We make sure that we are not using a lot of different random technology systems that could expose your information and cause you to be a part of some type of scam artist or some type of scam or some type of fraudulent activity. So that's one of the things that you want to make sure of as you choose a credit repair company. That is a high risk industry that is not required to educate you. Okay, so we want to understand that technology matters. If the company that is the credit repair organization is walking through your credit repair disputes or your credit repair services, however they choose to repair your credit, if they are using multiple systems to run those credit repair disputes or whatever, then that could be causing you to be exposed to places, people, things that you would not normally engage with. And that could cost you to have your bank accounts to be tapped into. It could cause your finances to really be stolen, like the different things that you would be able to get credit with that could be taken by a scam artist simply because of utilizing the wrong artificial intelligence. Any type of technology, software, programs, systems that are in place for a credit repair company, it should be thoroughly checked out to make sure that people are not getting the breach of their information exposed to the world. We want to make sure of that. And that's something that we do here at Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. We don't affiliate even with random people. We don't even connect and collaborate with different softwares and different programs just because somebody comes out with a better way to repair credit. We don't engage in those types of things. We stick to a system that God gave me originally a long, long time ago when I even started repairing my own credit. And that's why we are so different and have different results than the average credit repair company. So you want to check out the technology. Now, I don't know what number we're on, but the next point that I want to say about credit repair services is you want to make sure that you understand your written contract. Your contract should be legalized by the state that the business is in. So, in other words, what am I saying? I'm saying that if you don't have a contract agreement that you've signed with the organization, or if you do have a contract agreement that you sign with the credit repair company, Within that contract agreement should be privacy policies, non disclosure information, as well as the contract itself showing you what the company is promising versus what you are to promise to the company. So you need to know the breakdown of what the requirements are for the state where the business is located. What does the state say that that organization has to have in place? And so what you want to do is make sure that number one, you got a written contract, making sure that within that contract that there are privacy policies that are explained, there are non-disclosure policies that are within that contract agreement, and that the contract agreement itself explains clearly to you what is the promise of the credit repair company in exchange to what you are promising the company to do, which is with Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, to just follow our instructions. We don't want you to think that you can go out and obtain information from other companies, from other individuals, from people that you see on the internet, and just decide that you're going to apply the information that you got from somewhere else. Within our contracts, we explain clearly what it is that we offer in exchange for your money, in exchange for the education about your particular credit. And if that's not in the contract agreement, or if you don't have a contract agreement with the credit repair company, you need to think twice, and you can come on over to Kingdom Builders Credit Repair right now at 844-522-7552. Go ahead and call us today. But finish out this message so that you will know what it is that you need to understand fully about credit repair services. All right, the next thing is that you need to understand about credit repair is within that contract agreement, there should be a timeline on when you can cancel. If you don't have a cancellation date, then there is a possibility that the credit repair company or individual could keep you or hold you accountable for staying in their program, for staying in their services forever. I have had companies, or rather individual clients, who have come to us and said that they could not get out of a contract agreement. So they just had to walk away and they had to lose their money. So when you are deciding on a credit repair company, one of the things that we do with our clients is we fairly let them know that they can cancel at any time. Now, they are supposed to cancel with a verbal or a written type of communication to us. But you can't just decide that I'm going to walk away from services and I didn't communicate anything that I wanted to cancel or terminate, or I wanted to stop the services. So that's something that you need to know should be in your contract agreement. Every credit repair company should have a timeline of how long that you are obtaining their services. It should be a timeline because there should be a cutoff point. And people need to understand that it shouldn't be something that's just ongoing, ongoing, ongoing. Now, of course, you can renew contract agreements, but you need to know the timeline of when the services are going to be performed. So don't just assume that because you are with the credit repair company that they have a ending point. Some credit repair companies choose not to give you a end date or a end timeline of when you are going to be finished with their program. I want you to know that with Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, our programs are 12 months. We provide 12-month services because we have actually seen the results of someone who has been in a program, our program, for 3 months. We've seen the results of someone being in our program for 6 months, and we've seen the results of someone being in our program for 12 months. And honestly, 12 months is a really sweet spot because you get the opportunity to go through all of the seasons, all of the changes, and your credit report by the time you finish that 12-month program is in a position, and your education about credit is fully established to the degree that you can maintain what it is that we have taught you and the things that we have done to improve your score. So I want you to understand, don't just be jumping in and out of credit repair programs, credit repair services here and there, just because of a company or organization deciding that They may be more popular than KBCR or any other company. Listen, make your choices on a conscious decision. We try to treat every one of our clients the way that we want to be treated. We don't want to bring you into something where you're not knowledgeable. So make sure that you take the time to understand what are the legal ramifications of what I'm supposed to be receiving, and what are the promises of the company, and how long is it going to take, and when will I see the results, and am I actually following the educational side of what they are telling me, and is it working? Is it working if I'm following those instructions? That is where you can make a conscious decision on whether or not the credit repair company that you are with is doing the right thing. All right, now a couple of other things that I want to say before we go, and I know I'm almost at time, but you want to make sure that you are not engaged in credit repair companies that make a promise to do a quick fix. A quick fix is something that is going to take place in a matter of a week, 2 weeks, or even within 30 days. It literally takes 30 days for an investigation to even begin. 30 days for someone to say that they're going to put anything negative under a dispute investigation on your behalf. So if a organization is saying that they are promising a quick fix, that they are going to have a turnaround for you within 30 days or even less than 30 days, then you need to run. You need to run away from that company, because that is not the legal ramification of it all. A credit repair company should be going by the legal ramifications of the Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion companies, the bureaus, and also they should be going by the Credit Repair Organizations Act. And the Credit Repair Organizations Act is the state and federal laws that are established around the services that credit repair companies can provide. So if someone is saying that they can promise you everything to be deleted from your credit report, everything to be taken off, you don't have to pay anybody, you don't have to do anything, they're just going to handle wiping your credit report clean, they're doing a credit sweep, they are promising to get it done within a very short period of time so that you can go and apply for a house, a car, or do whatever it is that you wanted to do with your credit, then that is 9 times out of 10 the reason why we're considered to be high risk industry companies. Because that is a lie, y'all. That is a lie. Now, even if there is, in the event, someone that is able to do that, what tends to happen is, on the flip side, down the road, and usually less than 6 months down the road, the things that they got deleted are going to appear back on the credit report. So you don't want to take on the shortcut opportunity. It takes 30 to 45 days legally for, if you're doing things by the actual law, it will take 30 to 45 days at, at minimum, for everything to process in a credit dispute. So don't be fooled by the quick fixes. Don't be fooled by the quick fixes and the lump sums of money that people are asking you for up front before they even perform a service for you. Listen, when it comes to you and the legal ramifications around credit repair, there are in each state requirements of how much money a credit repair company is supposed to obtain for you, from you as the consumer, from the initial fee that they take, as well as the monthly fees that they take from you. So, as a credit repair company that is doing things the right way, listen, you should not be coming out of pocket with $500 to $1,000, or even two or three or five, $300 or $400. You shouldn't even be coming out of your pocket with any of that up front, and there are no services that have been performed. It is under state and federal regulations that people who are credit repair organizations or companies that have been established as credit repair, that there are requirements for how much money they are supposed to obtain from their customer, from their client. So it's not that anybody can just come up with a random number and charge you. That's right. I know you didn't know that, but I'm here to tell you, It has to be within a certain range. So that's why it's so important for you to understand that Kingdom Builders Credit Repair is looking out for your best interest. We are doing things the right way. We are making sure that you are able to achieve that financial dominion on purpose, because we want to make sure that you know the right things about credit repair companies and what benefits you as well as the company that is receiving the money from you. Okay? We don't want to just hide. We don't want to hide anything. We want to be upfront and clear that when you come to Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, you are coming to a place that is going by the rules. We are not trying to have our business taken down. We are not trying to do things in a quick, fast, in a hurry way. We are doing it the legal way. And if you do it the legal way, the right way, then you can get things done and still keep your business, keep your customers, and have a happy credit repair life. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. You cannot just decide that you're going to go any and everywhere and do any and everything. And long term, you're going to have the kind of credit and financial, success in this industry, because you can't. If you are lying, cheating, stealing, and killing people's hopes and dreams, then guess what? That's not going to work for anybody, for any business, no matter if it's a high risk business industry or not. You got to be sure that you are doing the right things. You got to make sure that you are following the rules. You got to make sure that as a business that is in the credit repair industry, and as the consumer that's choosing the companies that are doing the right things, that you know your rights, that you know the company and whether or not the company is in compliance with the laws of the state and the federal. You have to know if things are working in the best, truthful, honest benefit for your finances and for your credit. So please make sure that you come on over to Kingdom Builders Credit Repair so we can answer the questions that you have about the legal ramifications of credit repair services, and make sure that you achieve that financial dominion that you have been promised by God, not by us, by God, that you would receive. All right, that's all we have for today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like and share and tell a friend. Comment below of what you learned today and give us our props, y'all. Give us our props. Don't go out there and be like, I heard this from somewhere else. No, you heard it right here at the Kingdom Builders Credit Repair TV show and podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Friday from 12:30 until 1. Take care. Bye-bye.
At Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, you are more than a customer. You are a partner in your credit repair journey. We offer one-on-one guidance in a warm and friendly atmosphere. Kingdom Builders Credit Repair, empowering people to have financial dominion on purpose. Visit us online at www.kingdombuilderscreditrepair.com. 1320 Main Street, Suite 300, Columbia, South Carolina, 29201. Call 844-KBCR LLC. 844-KBCR LLC.